Good morning, welcome back to BT, just about 20 to 7. Thanks for making us part of your morning. Well, Drew Kozub today is at River City Ford, talking to the experts about your vehicle, people who probably know your vehicle better than you know your vehicle. And Drew, it's time to get it ready for winter, right?
Yeah, you know what? And the thing is, when you have car problems, you always ask your friends. You say, hey, do you know a good guy? Or do you know why my car might be doing this? Or is this normal? Should there be smoke inside of my car? No. So those things that you would ask your friends today, you can ask me. I'm your friend too, because I have a great resource. I have Derek, the service manager here at River City Ford, and he's got no one else to talk to except me. So all of your car questions, all the things that you want to know, send them to us through the BT Facebook page or BT Twitter, and I'm going to be asking Derek, and we'll reply back to you. We'll use them on the show too if we really like them.
Not only an expert, but a captive audience. That's good.
Yes,
that's good.
Great.
Yes. And I did not know this, guys, but a very important tool for a good home mechanic is one of these things, a quarter.
Oh. What are we going to do with that quarter?
Call it tow truck?
No, you won't even need the tow truck because you're going to take such good care of your car thanks to this quarter. We're going to explain that in just a sec. But first, I want to introduce you guys to Derek Walker, service manager here at River City Ford. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for letting us come down here today. A lot of things to discuss, and we want to start our conversation with tires. And the first subject at hand, tire tread depth. What are we talking about when we're talking about tire tread depth?
Tire tread depth, that varies from tire to tire. You basically want to look for patterns in your tires, check them for being worn out, anything like that.
Okay, now what's really interesting here is you've actually taken, even though they don't look like it, these are two identical tires. One brand new, the other one that has been on the road for a very long time. And if the tire is on our car, we may not notice how badly it's getting worn, but when you see it side by side, a pretty dramatic contrast. So how can I check myself to know if my tires are done?
We've got a couple methods. There is a tread depth gauge that you can go buy anywhere, 99 cents at any store. Basically, you just push it in, and you look. This one here is measuring 430 seconds.
Gotcha. So on the white here, we've got all these little numbers, so that tells you. So 430 seconds, okay.
Right, and on the inside, we're measuring at about 230 seconds.
Okay.
And on the outside again is 4.
So a little bit uneven wear, but I don't know the difference of the 2 and the 4. So how does that compare to the new tire?
Well, you've got a new tire here coming in at 1030 seconds, 10, and 10.
Wow, so that's really dramatic. So we're comparing 10 to 2 in some points here. So why would there be such a difference in the wear even just on this one tire compared to the 4 to the 2?
This tire, probably being at 230 seconds and 4 on the outside, is an inflation issue where they've had too much tire pressure.
Oh, interesting.
So it's just not monitoring their pressures carefully.
All right, which we talked about a little bit earlier on, and I want to revisit that shortly, but first I got to explain this little trick with the quarter that you taught me earlier on. I love this thing. So if you have a quarter, you can check your tread tire depth.
Right.
So how do we do that?
Basically, what you want to do is you want to put it nose down, and nose down, if you can see the nose, it's time for new tires.
Oh.
So if you go to this tire here, obviously we can see the nose. Down here, nose is covered.
Gotcha. All right. So a pretty cool method to check out. So now we know whether or not our tires are worn out and need to be ready to go. So when we're talking about the uneven wear, you mentioned tire pressure. So why is tire pressure important in terms of the wear to my tires?
Well, if you have too much pressure, you'll cause this, basically you'll be riding on this side, like right on your middle part, and the outside edge will not be touching as much pavement contact, and this will prematurely wear to that point.
Gotcha. So how often should we be checking our tire pressure then?
I would check it once a week or so, just to make sure, especially during the winter when you're coming up to that time where you don't really see a lot of the obstacles that are on the road, such as nails or anything like that. So it's a good just check every once a week.
That's a really good point too, and especially with like the temperature changing and transitioning. We were talking a little bit earlier on about nitrogen tires versus regular air in the tires. So this could be a time when tire pressure is changing a lot on its own.
You bet.
All right, so some really good ideas there. Now, in just a little bit, actually, we're going to save our winter tire discussion for a little bit later on today on the show. But if we're thinking about winter tires, if we're on the fence, just quickly, is it a good thing, or can we just use our all seasons?
It's a great thing.
A great thing. Okay. So coming up in just a little bit, we're going to learn why winter tires are a great thing and why you should be worrying about that right now, not for when the snow comes.
Right.
All right, Derek, thank you very much for all the info today.
You're quite welcome.
If you want to connect with the folks here at River City Ford, get some more information, go through to the BT website, breakfasttelevision.ca, and you can connect there through them. Plus, don't forget, if you have some car questions, send them to us on the BT Facebook or Twitter. We're taking a break, but we still have plenty more to come this morning from River City Ford.